God bless and hello to each and every one of you guys. Thank you for coming out. Thank you for tuning in. And today, guys, we are going to be speaking about transforming your life. And I have 101 ways to do it. So, before further ado, let's get into it. Hello, hi guys, and thank you for coming out to the first ever Forerunner Ministries, for the first ever sermon that I'm going to be speaking a lot about everything that's going on in this world, everything that's going on in your life, why things are happening, and we're just going to get into as much things as possible to empower you and enlighten you with love, because that is why I'm here. This is the most important aspect in our entire life, and that's love, guys. So right now, like I was speaking to you earlier before we just started the snippet, was 101 ways to transform your life. All right, we're probably not going to get into all 100. That'll be for the next episode. So I want you guys to understand that is okay for the next sermon. We're going to try and get to 50 because we're going to keep it for 30 minutes long. I don't want to ever take too much of your time because I know how precious time truly is for everybody. So I'm trying to keep it short and try and keep it sweet. So we're going to start off with it right now. Number 1. Know in your heart that divinity is inside you. All right, a lot of people don't know what divineness is, but what I want you guys to understand, anyone who knows about the laws of the universe, that there are a bunch of laws, 14 laws to be exact. The number 1 law is divine oneness. It's said in the Bible that seek ye first the kingdom of God and all shall be added to you. Guys, know and understand that divineness is inside of you already. You have to pull it out. All right. Number 2, doorways open inwards. So look inwards each day. Okay. I want you guys to understand that you need to look inside of you. The reason why things are happening in your life the way it is because you are focused too much primarily on the outside world, on the outside situations. You need to start looking on the inside. Number 3, there is no accidents. Appreciate life's lessons. Guys, trust me, bad things will happen. It will happen. It has happened to me. It will happen to you. These, do not consider them bad things. They are life's lessons that will make you stronger, make you better, and make you a more divine person. Number 4, draw your inner energy from instances of beauty in the world and of people. I need you guys to make sure that you are looking at the beautiful things of life. I know that this world is very ugly right now. It's very bad. It's everyone is divided. Everyone is all this, but we need to start looking for the simple, beautiful things. If it's just flowers, if it's the blue sky, if it's the ocean, whatever the case may be, find the beauty in the world and find the beauty in people. If that person laughs, the way they laugh is great, then stick to it. Number 5, be peaceful in quiet places. You need to learn how to be calm. You need to learn, because this world is very chaotic, okay? And it's gonna try and make you as chaotic as it is in itself. But the power and the glory is in you being peaceful. Number 6, Forgive yourselves for your own mistakes. Some of you don't know how to forgive others because you haven't forgiven yourself. Once you learn how to forgive yourself, you will know how easy it is to forgive others. Number 7, when you seek happiness for others, you will find it for yourself. Anything you do for others, whether you're doing it for empathy or doing it for joy, some people try and do it for material gains, and this is where this world is leading to. It's succumbing to its own demise because its only purpose is trying to do things for material gain. Guys, make sure that you are doing what you are doing to make others happy, and in return, the universe will make you happy. Number 8, stop wasting time thinking a lot about negative behaviors. Okay? Plain and simple. I don't really need to elaborate on that, guys. Number 9, release all assumptions about life and become open-minded. Throughout your life, you've been geared to believe or conditioned to assume certain things about life, certain things about money, certain things about marriage, or all these things. I need you to start releasing those beliefs. I need you to start learning to have an open mind, because now you are being garnered and conditioned to learn about the truth. Number 10, grievance builds turmoil. Communication builds peace. A lot of us who are in relationships right now, we tend to focus primarily on what's not working in our relationship, and we don't really communicate because we've lost sight of communicating, because we've lost sight on how to communicate. You need to learn how to communicate, all right? In order for you to create that peace in that household, create that peace in that work environment, you need to learn how to communicate. Sorry guys, my phone battery died, so I wanted to make sure that we get everything done. So without further ado, we'll get back to what we're talking about, which was number 11. All right, lighten your material hold by showing someone love. If you are focusing primarily on the external life that we live currently right now, all you're doing is setting yourself up for failure and falling short from grace. In order to relieve yourself of this material world, of these things that we focus on, focus primarily on love, and you will learn how to become a better version of you. Number 12, work on being content with who you are, as long as it is not hurting anyone. All right? So I want to make sure you guys understand that. Learn to be okay and content with the person you have become, as long as you are not affecting people in a negative way, in a negative aspect. If you are hurting people, or you probably don't know that you are hurting people, these are where asking questions and communicating that will build peace. If you are knowing that your behavior is toxic, then you need to get rid of that toxicity, so then you can now be okay with the person that you are. All right? Number 13, what you think about manifests your thoughts into reality. Guys, this is the law of attraction, the law of manifestation. I need you guys to understand, if your mind, you are a co-creator of this reality. If your mind is set on negativity, all you're bringing out into your reality is negative circumstances. So, and on the flip side, make sure that you're consciously aware of your thoughts, so you know that you can actually start developing prosperity. Okay? Number 14, let go of the concept more is better. That's not true. All right? Never is, it never was. People use that concept for money, saying more money is better. What that's doing is creating an endless journey, an endless cycle. I've been there. I've been there where I was focused primarily on money, and all I wanted was more. It brings you down a rabbit hole, and it makes you more depressed, because all it is creating depression. All right? Number 15, get back to nature. Wilderness is therapeutic. All right? Go to the woods. Go for a walk. Smell the roses. Smell the grass. Go to the beach. It's therapeutic. All right? Do it. Trust me. You won't regret it. Number 16. Let go of your fault-finding tendencies. I know there are billions of people who have this concept. They always want to search for something wrong in something, whether it's a movie, whether it's a person, whether it's anything you read, whatever the case may be. You want to look for something wrong. Bad. Don't be doing that. Because again, remember, your thoughts will be reality. So if you are only looking for faults, then the universe is going to give you exactly what you are looking for. So stop that conscious mind thought and those conscious decisions, all right? Number 17, love thy neighbor more than thyself. So like I was saying, if you search for happiness for others, you will find it within you. If you show love, because love is only something that can be given. Okay, you cannot take love. You can't grab love from somebody. That's impossible to do. People are given free will. So when they say to love thy neighbor more than thyself, if you love yourself more than thy neighbor, guys, that's selfishness. So you need to practice selflessness. That's the practice of it. All right? Number 18. Make an attempt to think globally and not locally. Sorry, there is a AM. I shouldn't have put that, but okay. So what that means is to start thinking more, expanding your mind, expanding your horizons, expand, because this universe is big, it's huge. It's not your 14 blocks or your intersection or your neighborhood. It's none of that. This universe is huge, all right? So expand your mind. Number 19, relax about the future and embrace the current moment. I mean, that's pretty self-explanatory. I don't really want to go too much into that, but stop focusing on what's going to happen. And especially if you have a negative mentality towards it, if you focus on uncertainty going into your future, then you're going to receive that uncertainty into your future, guys. So make sure that you are just embracing the moment and the people with you in this moment, because the moments in time, the right nows, that is what's going to dictate your future. Because if you sit there focusing on the future, nothing's going to happen. But if you focus on the moment and work on the future, like say a lot of you want to work out and have a goal to say, by the summer I want to be super D's. You can't just saying, by the summer I'm going to be super D's and not really do anything about it. You have to do something about it. So make sure you're living in the moment. All right? Number 20. Be patient with people who need to work on themselves. I had a very big issue with this. Me and my fiance had a lot of fights because I lacked that patience. I was on my journey, and instead of me being more patient, I was trying to force her into changing, force her into developing a spirituality really quickly, as soon as I'm doing it, because it seems that only makes the most amount of sense. However, what I didn't come to a realization is even though we are building a union, before we got into our union, we lived separate lives. We've done separate things. We've encountered separate predicaments and obstacles. So learn to be patient with people who need to work on themselves. All right? Number 21. In my world, nothing goes wrong. You need to have that mentality, or you need to even say it. This should be a morning affirmation. In my world, nothing goes wrong. Hence, there might be things that don't go according to your plan, but understand, take away the limited belief of saying, in my life, nothing goes wrong. Okay? You don't want to have a belief saying, oh, these things go wrong, this is wrong, that this is, nothing's really right in my life. Don't do that. Do the opposite. In my life, nothing goes wrong. All right? Number 22, be conscious of your thoughts. A lot of you just think, and you're really not even questioning why you're thinking about what you're thinking about. You need to be more vigilant about your thoughts, guys, because that's the receptor. I need you to understand that your mind is the receptor. And if you're taking in junk, like listening to junk music or watching junk shows, you are going to be reflective of what your mind is receiving. And in return, again, your conscious thoughts will become reality. So if you're focused on junk, if you're focused on mindless foolishness, what do you think you're going to be manifesting into your future? All right? Number 23, make an attempt to train your ego. Make sure there's no more I. All right? No more I. We are not in here in this world for I, for what I can get out of it. It's not about that. Guys, we are brought here for us to love thy neighbor more than we love ourselves. That is a cardinal rule. That is the cardinal action for divine oneness. Being able to love others. And if we have others loving others, we will have a wonderful world. The reason why we don't is because everyone is chasing I. So stop it. Check your ego. Put it, throw it away, bury that bad boy, let it go. Number 24. You are an internal spirit. You are not what you see in the mirror. See this flesh? If you go look in the mirror and go see your flesh, or go look on your Instagram, that's not you. That's never been you. You are inside. You are on the inside. All right? You are a spiritual being. Hence why they call it human being. The being part is eternal. It's forever existing. All right? So remember that. Number 25, create an addiction to communicate with God. We have tons of addictions, and I'm sure you guys have. I used to have an addiction for smoking weed, and that happened for literally 10 years. I made a story and an excuse on why I kept on smoking, and it went from me doing it on occasionally to me doing it on a day-to-day basis, to me using it as a scapegoat or as a relief or a safe haven. Then it turned my body into being unhealthy. So what I need you guys to understand and to listen to and to be aware of, if you're going to make any addiction, if you're going to be addicted to something, okay, because we are humans, all right, and we need to have something to relieve the times that we have problems or hurt or anything else like that. The best addiction is our Father, our Creator, okay? because that addiction will provide you with ascension. It will give you the authority to become a better version of you. It will progress your life. It's not going to digress anything. Any other addiction is going to digress you from what you're supposed to do. But addicting yourself to communicating to God will push you forward. Okay? Number 26. Replace guilt and hurt with love and happiness. I mean, that's pretty self-explanatory. A lot of you feel guilty and hurt right now, and you don't have the ability to be happy. But what you need to start doing is to become happy, is to find your happiness, is to practice your happiness, is to do the things you love to do. All right? Number 27. Accept the fact that your body will perish, but your spirit is eternal. We spoke about that, all right? So we're not going to go forward with that one. 28. Do not judge people at all. Don't. I'm not going to lie to you. I have done it many times, especially when I'm driving on the road. So I want to apologize to the people that I've judged multiple occasions for driving, who drive reckless or don't drive or don't know how to drive properly. I want to apologize for my prejudgment in advance. It's not good to judge people at all because you just don't know what kind of walks of life or where they are or what extent they are in. So it's better to just not do it at all. Okay? Number 29. Silence is the only way to access God. Guys, I want you to know, even in the Bible, it says stillness, all right? The power of stillness. In order for you to access the divinity, the divineness in you, you need to go to a quiet place and learn how to be still. So you can now start having that communication with your spirit. Because our Father said in order to speak to Him, you have to speak to Him in spirit and in truth. And if you are not in the spirit, because a lot of these churches that will lead you to say, oh, let's all pray together and all that stuff. No. It doesn't work like that. God's not having a group chat. God's not doing Zoom for everybody. It's an individual conversation, which means you have to be an individual and individually by yourself communicate with the Father. Okay? Number 30. If there's a choice to being kind or right, make sure you are kind. Okay? Self-explanatory. People have the necessary need to be right. Let it go. Number 31. Don't exaggerate with people. Never exaggerate. All right? That's speak your truth. All right? Never lie. Never get into a place of exaggeration, because exaggeration is not the whole truth. It's not the truth at all. And if you focus on that, then you're practicing something that will bring you down. It's going to bring you down. It's going to bring your vibrations and your energies lower. It's not going to boost it up. And we want to boost up our vibrations. We want to boost up our energy. So in order to do that, don't exaggerate, guys. All right? Number 32, let go of beliefs that don't bring you peace. All right? Let it go. If you have beliefs of saying, oh, whenever I do this, like things just never work out for me, or things never work out for me, or whatever, or I'm just a black sheep of the family, or any of these things. If these things are not bringing you peace of mind or comfort, let it go. Because all it's doing is prolonging that belief, and it's putting forth into your future those ideas and those concepts and those realities. So stop it. All right? Number 33. Pay attention to people in need. Pay attention, period. Too many people who are having conversations are just nodding their heads, not even listening to somebody, because they're not living in the moment. They're like out of this world and saying, oh yeah, or whatever, and just nodding their heads. Start actively listening to people. Start doing it. Because you never know what you could learn, what you could find out, what problems you might be able to solve. You never know. Pay attention. Alright? Number 34. Take away doubt and replace it with certainty. I know this world is making us doubt life. It's making us doubt what's going to happen with your body, because that's basically it. But the one thing that is for certain, guys, I need you to know, is that your spirit will forever live on. So even if this world doesn't exist tomorrow, you still will exist. So you need to know that your certainty is your spirit and not your body. All right? Number 35. Tell them how you feel if you love them. Feelings matter. Guys, I need you. There are so many people who are cold-hearted, who don't want to express how they feel. They feel jealous. They don't want to express that feeling because of pride. Because pride is allowing them to butcher their own emotions. Guys, pride is a vice. Pride is a demon. And that demon is inside of you saying, I'm too prideful to express the way I feel. Some men are saying, I'm too prideful to cry in front of my loved ones. Stop it. Feelings are your emotions. Those emotions come from your spirit. If your spirit says cry, there's a reason why it's telling you to cry. It needs to cleanse out the negative energy or the negative vibrations that's holding you back. So let your feelings go. Let it go. If you feel a certain way, speak about it. All right. Number 36. Abandon your past and don't look back. A lot of you guys want to be self-entitled because of your past. Want to say, I am the way I am because of what I went through, and that is that. Just deal with it. Just let it be. Just let it be known, or whatever the case may be. That is not gonna happen. All right? You need to stop your past. You need to let it go. All right? Sorry, guys. I just received a phone call. Without further ado, let us continue with what we were speaking about. All right. So, number 37. Let go of uncertainty. All right. Let go. Let go of the uncertainty. Let go of the concept, the idea, the whole thing that is just saying to yourself, you know what? Things are so uncertain, because life truly is uncertain right now. But you can live with confidence on saying that your certainty comes from our Father up in heaven. Your certainty comes from your spirit that will exist even after these uncertain times. All right? Number 38. Spend the day saying love 100 times. You would be surprised on what the word love, since love is the highest energy, love is the highest vibration, it's how you create things. If you could say love 100 times, you will build a habit of love. All right, guys? So make sure you do that. Number 39, learn your life's purpose. You got to do that. You have to make sure that you are learning the purpose on life. Because if you're not, it's just meaningless. It's just not meaningful, and you'll go throughout life just depressed, abandoned, alone. Learn to live a purposeful life. Learn your purpose. Figure out what that is. All right. Number 40. Number 40. Practice giving. All right. It's a very easy thing to do. You could give time. give money, you could give advice, give a hug, give a smile. There's so many things that you could possibly do for the sake of giving, guys. So I need you guys to start getting into the practice of giving, because again, like for like energy, the universe will practice doing the same to you. Since you're giving, it will give to you. So always focus on that, all right? Number 41, learn how to be still. We spoke about that, so we're not gonna go and speak about that. All right, so learn how to be still. You know why you need to be still? Because it will allow you to speak through the spirit. Okay. Number 42, ask God how you can serve him every day. Make sure you do that in the morning, because you'd be surprised, being a messenger for our Father, our Creator, the blessings that will unfold into your life, because you are serving your purpose. All right? Number 43, meditate on a daily basis. Make sure you create that addiction. Like I said, addiction of communicating with God, being silent, communicating, being able to meditate. Do it for 10 minutes. All right? If you say you have no time, do it in the morning. Wake up 10 minutes earlier and just sit down, be quiet in a quiet place, listen to some quiet, soft music, and meditate. Just focus on your breathing, and you'll be surprised how quickly you'll hear your inner voice speaking to you. Number 44, take away your need to be right. Like I said, a lot of people always want to say, oh, I'm right. This is my belief. This is whatever. Take away that need to be right, all right? Because that is just ego. That is just pride, and it's going to give you a fall. So stop it. Number 45, practice acts of kindness as much as possible. All right? Acts of kindness. Do it all the time. Like I said, hugs, advice. If you have old clothes you're never wearing, give it to someone who needs it. You'd be surprised. There are people in need all the time. Find the people in need and provide those acts, provide those services. Become a servant, and you will receive. Number 46, keep and write a journal. All right? Make sure you are writing your journal, because self-reflection will show how far you have come, from where you were before to where you are now. That will help you and reassure you and motivate you to keep on going. All right? Number 47, give more of yourself to others. A lot of people say, oh my God, I don't know what else I could do for you, or what else I could probably do for others. I do as much as I possibly can. No, that is not true. There's no such thing as that. Do more. Give more. Learn to be more loving. Learn to be more caring. Learn to be more happy. Learn to be more excited. Learn to be more funny, more laughter, all these things. Give more of yourself, okay? Number 48, be aware of your ego. We all know this, all right? Be aware of what your ego is, what it's doing, because it will most likely affect people. Number 49, take away negative thoughts by preventing negative behaviors. Your actions are providing your thoughts, and your thoughts are providing your actions. They work hand in hand. So if you let go of one of the two, the other will follow. That's just how it's going to work. All right? And number 50, if you are destructive with one, it will eventually destroy all. I'm going to leave it at that one. So you guys understand that this world right now is being affected by that same very statement. Have you ever heard the saying, hurt people will hurt people? That's what's happening. We are living a life where people who are hurt are getting into relationships or having conversations with other people and hurting them. And that's just creating a abysmal domino effect that's making our world a hurtful place to live in. So we need to be vigilant and be understanding that if we, as ourselves, learn to love and give more, even if people don't do it for you right now, if you are doing it for others, they might not do it to you, but they will do it to someone else. And eventually it will come around tenfold back to you when you're in need of love, or when you're in need of a shoulder to cry on, or those things. It's going to come back tenfold because the universe saw your actions. The universe witnesses your heart and understands what you're doing and what you're going through. So I wanted to leave you guys with that. All right? The next sermon is going to finish the rest of the 50 other transformational life changes that you truly need. All right, guys? But I'm going to leave you with that. I love you. I want you to understand that you are important. You are beautiful and you are amazing. Life is what you make it and not what it makes you. Love you guys.